Hi guys, it's Sarah again, and it is August 10th. I almost said June 10th. It is August 10th, and I'm coming back for part 2 of the postcard from Spirit for August 10th to, I believe, the 24th. Man, yeah, right, yeah, 14th. Okay, so coming back for the healing process. I'm sorry if you were watching part 1 and you got it cut off. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to give you a layout with what I'm planning on doing here, is we're going to ground ourselves and bring our center in and bring down the chi in through our crown and allow ourselves a few minutes just to ground ourselves and connect with the earth here, and do the healing process that is in the Crystal Mandala Oracle. Okay, and then pick a card at the end just to finish her off. So, at this time, if you've got any stones that you would like to bring into your healing just to bring us in, this would be perfect. This in particular one, the lava stone that's associated with the goddess Pele right now, is really good for balancing out our root chakra, stabilizing us, good for anger management. So being able to bring in, give us these, the sexual energy, right? But then also being able to tame the fire energy. So being able to kind of pick and choose where we want to put our fire and our desire into. I wrote down some things here just to say it. So, okay. Also, from where I was researching, Pinterest mainly, and a book I've got on crystals, it comes from such a raw energy, right? Volcanoes are so powerful. So because of this, there's a strong connection with rebirth as well. So if you're feeling you need to ground yourself and you're feeling that you need to, have some powerful connection, to something bigger to you to help you, burn away any fears into bringing those desires into form, or even allowing yourselves to have the desires that truly show up in your lives. So if you have lava stone, that might be great to bring in. I have, again, my selenite and my rose quartz. So, how about everybody take your shoes off and put your feet on the floor for me? Okay, so let's take a deep breath in. And as you're taking that deep breath in and deep breath out, I want you to imagine that you've got white energy and white healing light, similar to the color of my selenite rod, coming down to your crown chakra. And you can open your hands up if you'd like, if you're not holding anything. Kind of hold them out on your side, opening up. And the opening up here, I feel, is about being able to accept and receive, as well as when we have an open heart to give gratitude. So I'd like to be open and willing, and anyone who's doing this, please be open and willing to any healing that comes through this and any energy that comes through this. Okay? Have an open mind. Okay. So one more deep, not one more, but another deep breath in. And when you bring that white light in, try bringing it in down through your body. Breathe out. Again, deep breath in. Bring this white light down. And this time, I want you to breathe out anything that's negative or inauthentic. So any gray matter. And as you're doing this, feel your feet planted directly and firmly on the ground. And imagine that your feet are like tree roots. And you want your feet to root out far and deep. Get you in touch with your root chakra, right? With what's pulsing through your veins. So if we consider ourselves a tree here, and we've got our feet grounded into this earth and into our earthly world and our connection here. And then we've got our feelers out in our crown chakra. So as we're pulling in the light and we're pushing and blowing out anything inauthentic, take it down in through your feet and ask Spirit to transmute anything else of this energy down in through your feet. And you could even, trees can deliver nutrients and information through their roots to their children, their siblings, their family members. Trees, through their root systems, are social. So you could even at this time, bring down healing through your feet. Okay, so that was long and I apologize, but one more deep breath in. Bring that white light through you, and hopefully you feel powerful. Hopefully you feel grounded and rooted into this world, connected with your spirit self, open to receive any messages and healing at this time that Spirit has to offer. Okay, so I'm going to get into the healing now that we're fully connected. And we're fully setting our intentions now, right? We want to heal this. So, now number 54. Okay, so to integrate this guidance, you can say after me, or you can just ask Spirit to feel the words as I say them and be part of this experience, okay? I call upon the crystal angel of lava stone and goddess Pele, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing empowerment of melt into divine desire. May all hearts be unafraid to know the deepest yearnings of their soul, so the divine plan may unfold throughout all realms with unconditional love and grace. Through my own free will, so be it. So, at this time, I'd like you to hold your hand in prayer, okay? The oracle asks us to put the card in between our hands, so I don't have that, but if you do have any of your crystals, so a rose quartz would work well here because it's asking us to put it, oh sorry, it's not out, but you can hold your hands in prayer still, but over the heart chakra, and relax and take your deep breaths in and out. Again, in and out. And then say out loud, I choose of my own free will through this life and any lifetime, and through all layers of my entire being, to forgive, release, and shed any memory or associated belief system connected to shaming, guilt, or judgment of desire. My true desire nature be a vessel through which my emotions are infused with spiritual will. May I discover, honor, and express my true spiritual desires upon the earth in service to love. May I melt into divine desire. Through divine empowerment and unconditional love, so be it. Amen. I almost like to say, can I get an amen? Wow. Ooh. Okay. I just need to hold this for a minute. Take a sip of tea. Sorry. That was intense for me, right? I hope you guys felt that too. Okay. So, now is the time to bow your head in prayer. Okay, with your hands in prayer position. And again, you can say this and repeat after me if you'd like, but I think this is really important to say this out loud. May divine love bring a desire for peace, freedom, happiness, and love in the hearts of all living beings. May all beings melt with love in their true divine destiny, according to divine grace and in service to the divine feminine wisdom. So in service to the divine feminine wisdom evolving through humanity at this time, so be it. I feel like this needs to go one more time, so just bear with me again. May divine love bring a desire for peace, freedom, happiness, and love in the hearts of all living beings. May all beings melt with love into their true divine destiny, according to divine grace and in service to the divine feminine wisdom evolving through humanity at this time. So be it. Right? Setting positive intentions, setting intentional intentions. Right? When we do this, when we want to connect with life force, when we want to connect with source energy, being grounded, being able to really pull in energetic healing. Okay, so we're going to finish off this healing portion. Okay, some of you may feel a lot of activity in your heart space. You may, just a side effect warning, I should have, but it's not a side effect, it's not bad, but you may release some stuff, right? So you may have some memories of the shaming and the guilt or judgment of desires, because that's what this is asking you to let go of. So you may have some of those unfold. Just go with the ebb and flow, release them, acknowledge them. Hey, I remember that. A dear friend of mine, one of my best friends, gives this advice of, if you can imagine yourself, right, so go into your deep space in your inner temple here where you brought yourself, and imagine yourself going back into the time during your meditation when you were hurting, when you weren't allowing yourself, right, if you maybe were judging your desire and where you hurt yourself in the process, and give yourself a hug and a pat on the back and say it's going to be okay. This is a learning step, and then come out of that and move on, Okay, so again, too, if you want to integrate this more, a salt bath afterwards, a sea salt bath, and some angelic music or something fiery. Shave your legs, ladies. Okay, so we can finish your healing process with this affirmation and say out loud 3 times. I melt with love into my true soul desire. I melt with love into my true soul desire. And I melt with love into my true soul desire. There. As long as you're bringing love and light, and you know that the desires that you have are of love and light, and your intentions are pure, there's no shame or judgment in that. We were created on this earth to have experiences, and we all have soul contracts. We've all made plans before we got here on things that, our soul wanted to experience. And don't let your ego and your human brain overthink the desires that are deep within your heart that won't get away. Follow them and have the strength to follow them. So that is that. Now I want to lighten it up just a little bit, and I'm going to bring a card in from the Whispers of Love Oracle. And I just see if I have that book. Okay. So this is the Whispers of Love, the angel, the harp, and stars floating through the clouds. So let's just say hi, deck. How's it going? Oh. So we are going to call in the goddess Pele at this time to work with us through the Whispers of Love, to help us with our divine desires. And thank you. There's one. Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. If you take a look at this, these leaves, they're falling off the trees, but in their own little world, and she seems to be of the water, but she is of the clouds, just, allowing life to come to her and to see everything as beautiful, and to be connected through her intuition, and to be connected to source, to seeing above. So she's above the clouds here, being able to take the higher perspective on your life. And I'm going to ask one more card, please, just to finish out this reading on a very positive note for anybody with the goddess Pele as our ascended master or goddess present at this time, wanting to also honor the feminine energy, the divine feminine energy. And shout out to all you divine feminines and you divine masculines working on that feminine energy. Keep strong, people. Your journey is a healing journey, and it is really cool to be alive in this time, isn't it? Alright, thank you, Spirit. So there's way too many there. I'm going to do one more. One card, please, Spirit. Thank you. This one's not going to go, but ask for help. What is it you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. So I'm not sure if that's Poseidon. It reminds me of the Little Mermaid, though. Titan or Titus, whatever the father's name is, and the mermaid asking, you know, up to this fatherly figure, and very loving, right? Very caring. Don't be afraid to ask for the things that we need.